Hi friends, welcome to Adda 24/7 and importantly, happy Independence Day to all. Okay, because this is you do the importance of independence we don't understand as we are born in free India, but we must always be grateful to those who gave the independence, and for that, Adda 24/7 is showing the gratitude by using the code IND80. I'll come to this at the end. Okay. So happy Independence Day to all. So let's start with the Sankalp series. See this. Sankalp series it's going on right now. Okay. Since many 2-3 weeks it's going on. We are covering all the numericals, objective questions, case studies for all the subjects of JIB and CIB. Today I'll be covering chapter number 5 of BFM. And I'll be covering theory part today. Now, what is chapter number 5? These are all the incentives given to the exporters and the importers by government of India. Okay, so that is basically, that is the incentives given. So that we'll be studying. So today we'll be studying the export declaration forms. Now, what is export declaration forms? Here, whenever you have to make any export, suppose let's say you have prepared something, you have manufactured something, and you are selling it to the somebody in US. So what happens in that case? You get the money, but the government doesn't know that you have sold something and you have got the money over here. Because the foreign exchange of any country is always affected by the business each individual does. Right? Like the person, suppose you sell something, someone else sells something and gets the forex from this other countries in dollars. Because here, anyone suppose who's paying for you in some other country, that guy will always pay you in dollars, right? So because that is the base currency used throughout the world nowadays. So this export declaration form is for that only. Suppose if I do any export, I sell anything, so I have to give this export declaration form at the customs house. Earlier there were many names to this. Earlier it was called a GR form. Then we called it SDF, statutory declaration. So these are all called as EDF, SDF, same names, okay? Only the logic behind this is, whatever I sell, that is to be checked by that customs officer, and then he certifies on that, okay? So in terms of sections of FEMA, all exports of goods from India, whether physical or any other form. Now what do you mean by this physical or any other form? What is the other form? Suppose if I sell, let's say, manufacture chairs, manufacture machines, manufacture anything, that will be in the physical form. But what is any other form? Now, service industry in India is growing like anything. What is the percentage of GDP which is covered by service industries? Okay, give me the answer now this, because after all, this is also an important point for you, and you need to understand from the CIB perspective. What is the percentage of GDP which is covered by service industries roughly? Roughly it is 60% somewhere, 55 to 60%. Manufacturing covers around 25 to 30%. And agri covers around 10 to 15%. In terms of revenue, I'm talking money. Okay. So that's why service industry has grown heavily in last decade as such. So service industry means what? It can be anything. It can be IT, information technology. It can be banking. What are we in? We are in the service industry. India gives the banking services to the world. You'll say, how? Sitting over here, how can I give the banking services to the world? Yes, that is possible. Through IT, yes, IT enabled services. Call centers. What are those? Call centers of various banks in the world are now followed through India or sourced through India, right? So this is also one type of export only. So service industry is a big industry in export sector today. IT, Infosys, TCS, what are these? Huge exports. What do they export? They export nothing, only services, isn't it? So they require to be declared in prescribed forms to the effect that full value of exports will be realized within the prescribed period and in the prescribed manner. Means what? What do you mean by all this? See here, it means that suppose if let's say me, okay, X person X has exported some goods, has exported some goods of, let's say, dollar, let me call it dollar 1000. Okay, and he has sent it to USA. Now USA, I'm taking it as an example. Huh? It can be any country. Now this person from USA must pay $1,000. So I must receive this $1,000 over here. So dollar 1000 should be received by me. So imagine if this 1000 never comes back. Goods are gone, money never comes back. So what is happening over here? Our country is at loss, isn't it? It's not receiving the funds which are to be received. So that's why government says whenever you sell the goods, export the goods, you need to fill this EDF form so that it gets recorded with the customs house. Indirectly, it gets recorded with the government department. So government can track, yes, Mr. X, means it won't track your personal name immediately, but it will say $1,000 have goods have gone out from India and $1,000 have not come in. So you need to follow for this, so that you need to get this $1,000 from this USA. Okay, so will be realized within the prescribed period and in the prescribed manner. What do you mean by prescribed manner? Period is okay. Period means what? There are various periods here. It is ranging from 9 months to 15 months. Okay, so ranging from that. So period is okay, 9 months to 15 months. But what about the manner? Manner means what? Suppose if I say I've sent the exports and I'm getting everything in cash. So is it allowed? It's of course allowed. Cash is allowed. No one can stop you. If it's a valid cash, no one can stop you. I say I've received it in barter system. Barter means what? I've sold them the chairs. They are giving me diamonds of that worth. So is this allowed? If it is a valid thing, here government will never allow this. But if it's a valid thing, means if it is officially got regulated from the government, then it's allowed. Many of the countries do barter system also, but it should be validated. The price of both the commodities should be validated by the government. Okay. So prescribed manner. Forget this barter and everything. Keep it very simple. Goods gone out, goods out, right? Out, dollar is in. Keep it that simple. Dollar. Forget everything, all that barter and everything, nothing. For CAIIB, for you, it's simple. Goods go out, dollar comes in, that's it, that's export. So that's known as the prescribed format. And this dollar is converted into rupees over here. It's but simple, isn't it? The prescribed forms of EDF and softex forms which are used for the purposes below. So what is this EDF used for and what is this softex used for? EDF other than software exports made by all the modes. Now EDF means what? If I do the exports, okay, other than software. So everything else other than software will be using this EDF form. Earlier what did we have? We have all these PP form, SDF form. So now government has unified it, everything. It says you do any physical exports. You send it through ship, you send it through air, you send it through truck, you send it through bus, you carry yourself. By walking to USA, you do anything, isn't it? Or you send it through post courier also. EDF form is a common form now. Okay, so exports other than software made by all modes. Second is softex form. Exports of software in non-physical form. See this software. Okay, so it should be software. Software in non-physical form. Okay, so anything which I do as an export of software, I must declare it in the softex form. Okay, so remember these two names. EDF is for any other export other than software, and for software it is softex. Clear? Simple. Now before going ahead, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel you will be getting the latest updates on JIB and CAIIB. Now first updates and second free YouTube series. Free YouTube series means right now what are you watching? You're watching the free YouTube series. So whatever is free, grab it fast. Subscribe to this channel immediately. Click on the bell icon. Click on this the like button. Okay, and share it with your friends. That is very important. Sharing is caring. I would always say sharing is caring. If you care for your friends, you share the good things. Okay. Now in the introduction of EDI, See here, EDI means what? Electronic data interchange. Now, what is this electronic data interchange? System. Okay, I'll first read this. With the introduction of EDI system at the certain customs offices, where shipping bills are processed electronically, where shipping bills are processed electronically, the GR form has since been replaced by declaration in EDF. So now what has happened? Because of this EDI exchange, what is EDI? EDI is basically like we have in our bank's core banking software, right? Core banking, CBS, right? All of our banks have now core banking software, CBS. So similarly, CBS we call it. Similarly, this customs house has EDI. So CBS for bank equals to EDI for customs. Okay. So now wherever EDI is there, then this GR form is of no use. GR form was all handwritten, physical, handwritten, or that single sole computer based, no interconnectedness. So that is gone now. Everything is under EDF now, export declaration form. Okay. The EDF form should be submitted in duplicate. Say this, very important, should be submitted in duplicate to the concerned commissioner of customs. Okay. Annexed to the relative shipping bill. Now shipping bill is separate document. This EDF is separate document. Shipping bill, you get it from the customs printed. Okay. So EDI should always be submitted in duplicate. This is an important question over here. After verifying and authenticating the declaration in the form EDF, customs will hand over the exporter one copy of the shipping bill marked exchange control copy. This ECC is very important. See here, whenever the customer submits you the export documents, what all documents will the customer submit? The customer will submit 6 documents mainly. What are those 6? Number 1, invoice, right? Invoice. Second is what? Invoice. Then insurance. Then next, bill of exchange, BOE, if it's a user answer document, BOE. Then bill of lading, right? Then packing list. And last one is this COO, certificate of origin, right? COO. Now, along with these 6 documents, the customer should also submit you this ECC copy of this shipping bill. Shipping bill is a printed copy. It comes out from the system of the customs, software of the customs. Once you submit this EDF now, then the customs office gives you that printout, all that printouts nowadays. Nowadays, everything is computerized. You don't need a printout also. Nowadays, everything is linked. Okay. You will study this in the ABM subject. So, no need of physical prints nowadays. So, exchange control copy of this is to be submitted by the customer. So, plus ECC, I'll call it, plus ECC, exchange control copy of this shipping bill. Okay. Shipping bill is a document which says that the customs officer has checked the goods. This is a main point. Customs officer has checked that these goods which are mentioned in the BL, which are mentioned in this invoice, have actually gone. Otherwise, what will happen? If there is no customs office and there is no shipping bill, and you just get these 6 documents, the customer might fake you, might defraud you. Some hawala transactions might happen, isn't it? So that's why this ECC copy of this shipping bill is very important. Okay. Now, before going ahead, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything you will be getting. Okay. Whatever you need for clearing JIB and CIB, you get it and get it on this app. So download Adda 24/7 app right now. Okay. Now, realization of export bills. Realization means what? As I told you earlier, goods go out, right? Goods go out, and what happens? Dollars are in, right? So these dollars are in means what? This is known as realization. Realization means actually getting the money. Actually getting the money. So it is obligatory on the part of the exporter that the value of the exports is realized and repatriated into India, right? So realized and repatriated. Money should come in. After all, paisa, isn't it? Everyone, you, me, everyone, government, everyone. What is important? Paisa, isn't it? So money, dollars. So export is realized and repatriated into India within the stipulated time period, right? I always remember that song of old song, Paisa. ये पैसा है कैसा, right? Everyone is working for money, isn't it? Even the government, even any common person, anyone, isn't it? The amount representing the full value of export, goods, software, services exported shall be realized and repatriated to India within 9 months from the date of export, isn't it? So, goods, services exported shall be realized and repatriated within 9 months. So, earlier it was 6 months, but during COVID, RBI changed this. RBI said, okay, nothing, not to worry. Because COVID, there were many problems, isn't it? All the exports were down. Even people were very much afraid of the future. So that's why RBI at that time realized it to 9 months, means extended it to 9 months. Earlier it was 6 months. So this 6 has moved up to 9. This is means from this period it should start. So within 9 months it should, the realization should come back. Okay. Now this 9 months, before going ahead, see this 9 months, this is the lower limit. So minimum 9 months it should come back. But if it does not come back, how much, means after how much time should I report it to RBI? So this 9, earlier it was 12 months. So this 12 has gone to 15 months now, 15. Everything has increased by 3 months. 6 went to 9, 12 went to 15. So if somebody doesn't come up to 15, some money doesn't come up to 15. So then at that time, the customer has to submit a ETX form, ETX, extension form. Okay, that I have not been able to receive the money, kindly grant me the permission. So this is a separate part. Okay. Now look at this. IND 80 code, as I told you, Independence Day code, you are getting 80% off on the Sankalpa batch. Plus, if you are joining the Mahapack, you are getting 80% off plus double validity, both the things. So that's why I would always suggest you to join the Mahapack right now using this IND 80 code. Go to Adda 24/7. Okay. I would always suggest, in fact, the main part is, whenever you have to go to Adda 24/7, you go it through the app. In the app, you are having the coin systems. In coin systems, you get almost 1% extra, various coins collecting. So when you go to Adda 24/7, click on JIB and CIB. See this, click on CIB November 23. You'll see this Sankalpa batch. Click on this Sankalpa batch. Okay, this English one. So Sankalpa CIB English batch, November, December 23. 300 hours online live classes, 56 tests, 65 ebooks. Recorded videos are available. What all do you need? At what fees? 4799, 80% off. Click on buy now. Immediately. 23,999 reduces to 4799. Isn't it a huge discount? So what are you waiting for? Immediately 80% off is not a joke. IND 80 Independence Day code won't last long. Also, you can join the Mahapack. In Mahapack, you are getting, along with 80% off, you are getting double validity also. Click on this JIB CIB Mahapack. Front page again. Click on the CIB Mahapack. Look at this. 500 hours of online classes, 121 test series, 216 ebooks, 949 videos, everything. Isn't it? So click on buy now. So once you click on buy now, look at this. 80% off plus 12 months. 6 plus 6. So 36,837 reduces to 7,367, 80% off, and along with it, just 12 months. Double validity. Generally, it's for 6 months. Now it has increased because of the IND 80 code. So use it immediately. Okay. So I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, goodbye and keep studying. Join the batches ASAP because exams are just 2-3 months now. November, isn't it?